Hey you guys, now Frankenstein here, and with summer finally here in Australia, I decided that I would talk about summer festivals. And pretty much this is going to be a festival survival guide. So if you're interested in learning how to survive all our awesome festivals, please keep watching. Okay you guys, so like I mentioned, it is finally summer here and we are also very happy. Well, most of us are happy anyway. Sunshine puts me in a good mood. But with the coming of summer, of course, we get the summer festivals here in Australia, and oh my god, so happy. I thought what I would do is do a bit of a mini festival survival guide, because I know a lot of people out there that are multiple festival goers. So, you know, there's so many to choose from, it's very hard to just go to one. In this instance, I will be using Soundwave as an example, but you can obviously adapt these to whichever festival you go to, be it Future Music or Stereosonic or the Big Day Out. Oh no, wait, there's no more Big Day Out. Whichever festival you go to, you can obviously apply these guidelines to whichever one you go to. So without ado, let's get started. So firstly, the first thing you kind of want to do is budget. Now, before we get started, I probably should let you guys know I'm an avid list maker. I just find it's so much easier to you know, kind of sort my thoughts out if I'm making lists and writing things down. So you know, do whatever's comfortable for you guys. If you just, you know, make notes on your phone, or you like to write things out, or you just, you know, wing it, whatever. I'm just gonna tell you my way of how I do things, and you guys can take it from there. But yeah, so first of all, I would budget. I'm just looking at my phone because I've written all my notes on here, but you need to take into consideration the things that you need to buy in order to get you to Soundwave. This of course is going to factor in quite a few things. So obviously there is your ticket. Now with Soundwave for 2015, it's a 2-day event. So you need to decide whether you're going to do the 2 days or you're going to do just a single day. So there's your ticket price, which factors into your budget. The next thing you need to worry about is accommodation. If you are planning to stay closer to wherever your Soundwave is. For us here in Melbourne, it will be at the showgrounds, which I'm so happy about. I'm so happy. If you're flying interstate for Soundwave, you also have to factor in flights. So you have flights, accommodation, and a ticket to budget with so far. The next thing you need to factor in when it comes to budget is transportation. Are you catching public transport? Are you going to drive? If so, either way, you need money for, do you know what? I've just blanked because I never catch public transport. You don't use Mac cards anymore. What do you use? MyKeys. That's it. Do you need to get a MyKey? Do you need to put money on a MyKey if you're driving? Do you need to get petrol? If you're going for both days, you know, make sure your car is full of petrol, because depending on where you come from, it could be a bit of a drive. The next thing you need to worry about is parking. If you're driving, for instance, the showgrounds, there is ample parking there. I think it costs maybe $10 or $15. If you go once, that's okay. If you go 2 days, obviously you need to double the amount that you pay for parking, so that needs to factor into your budget also. Once you're actually in Soundwave, once you're in your festival, you need to factor in things like food, drink, merchandise. If you're at Soundwave, if you want to do a meet and greet, you know, at the signing tents, there's another $2 you need to factor in. There are stalls, of course, at Soundwave also. I'm assuming at other festivals as well. If you want to buy things like, you know, they sell jewelry and t-shirts and hats and all kind of funky things. So that's another thing you need to factor in. So make sure you budget. Budget is really important, because it's very easy to go to a festival and lose track of everything that you spend, especially if You know, if you're having a couple of drinks, or if you're seeing a whole stack of bands and you're like, oh, I need to merch up, you know, it's very easy to lose track of how much you spend. So budget, 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 that is the first rule. The second most important thing is preparation. For me, this is like the most important phase of the entire experience. I will prepare by making lists. Lists I will make are things like the budget list, which we just discussed. I will make a list of things to bring, and I will make a list of things to do in the lead up to Soundwave or to whichever festival you're going to. Things that to bring, I mean, obviously this will be tailored to every individual. I don't need to tell you how to make a list on what to bring. I'm sure you all know what you want to bring. I just find it's easier to write everything down and kind of make a checklist. That way I know what I need to bring, where everything is. It's just it's better for a stress-free day. A things to do list obviously kind of coincides with the things to bring list. Things to do might be get all your belongings together, print out your tickets, make sure the car's full of petrol, they all kind of coincide. So I won't show you the kind of lists I make. If you guys are interested, I can link you, I suppose, to something. Link you to my Instagram. I'll put up a photo of my lists. If you're interested, I can do that. The next piece of advice I could give you for the summer survival guide is choosing what to wear. I know it sounds basic because, what do you wear? You wear stuff that's comfortable. You're going to be at a festival all day. Chances are you're going to be on your feet all day. If you're, sitting on the barrier, you're not going to be able to move all day. You need to be comfortable. So what I find with things to wear, especially at Soundwave, at times it's almost like Soundwave, the patrons that go there, it's almost like what you wear reflects who you are. Now I could be stereotyping because these are just observations that I've made, but when you go to Soundwave, you will see a lot of different people, and these people love all sorts of different genres and they dress accordingly. Keeping in mind, not all genres dress comfortably, but of course, it's up to you. If you want to go in your corsets and big ass boots, then that's your prerogative. If you're comfortable, some people are comfortable in that, I don't know, but what you want to do is just wear whatever feels right for you. Some people go in costumes, some people go in comfortable clothes, and then of course there's like the personality clothes, so people dressing as goth, as scene kids, as emos, as rock and roll kids. You find all kinds of people there. Just make sure you're comfortable. You are going to be on your feet all day. Make sure you plan out what you're going to wear, and I always tend to get my outfit ready the night before. That way I don't have to worry about looking for clothes or thinking, what should I wear, and all that kind of stuff. You probably also want to check the weather. You can look in the paper, look online, Foxtel, there is weather warnings everywhere. So check ahead and see what kind of day it's going to be. Is it going to be completely sunny? Is it going to be cloudy, overcast? Is it going to rain? You want to dress accordingly. Otherwise, the last thing you want is to be stuck in pretty clothing and it is pissing down with rain. It is not fun. So always plan ahead. Planning ahead is like the best thing you can ever do. The next thing you want to do is plan your day. Now for Soundwave, the timetables and the signing timetables usually come out just a little bit before the actual event. But what you want to do is you want to plan your day. So what I do is I will get the timetable. I will get a highlighter. I'll go through every stage and every band that I want to see, I will highlight. Then I get my little piece of paper, or even on the side of the timetable, and I'll write down each band and the time that they're on. That way it helps to minimize clashing, I guess. Not always minimizes clashes, but you know, it can help. But it will give you an idea of which stages you need to be at and at what time. It'll also give you some sort of idea as to when you have a break. Usually most people have breaks in between seeing bands. So yeah, use your breaks wisely. Normally I will, in my break, I will either get food or drink. You need to keep hydrated, otherwise you're probably gonna die. Yeah, get food or drink, go to the toilet. God knows you will need a toilet stop throughout the whole day. Maybe use your time to go buy merch. If it does happen to coincide with your breaks, you could even go to the signing tent and get an autograph. So always use your time wisely, and making a plan for your day is always going to help you out. It's going to keep you efficient and on time, and it'll really help you out. So use your time wisely. It's the best way to tackle a festival. This brings us to the night before the festival. You want to make sure that you have all checklists on hand. That way you can tick off all the things that you need to have. Make sure you tick that all off, put them all in one spot, plan out your outfit, lay it out. That's what I do. You know, if you need to pull out money, or, you know, have petrol in your car, or anything that you need to prepare for the next day, make sure you do it the night before, or at least a couple of days in advance, because this will help you to obviously you know, just get to the festival smoothly with no hassles, no dramas. You don't have to worry about anything. You know, planning, like I said, planning solves everything. That then brings us to the day of the festival. Now, I tend to get up really early. If you need to shower, do all that kind of, you know, personal hygiene-y, groomy stuff. I like to get up early so I can get ready, and I often like to try and have a calm start to the day, because I know once I get to the festival, things can get really crazy. It depends on what you do or who you see or who you're going with, but things can get pretty wild. So I like to get up super early and just take my time in getting ready and, you know, having breakfast and making sure I have everything and getting dressed and all that kind of stuff. So once you've done all that and you've checked off your checklist and you have everything you need and you're ready to go, make sure you have your tickets. Decide how you're getting there. If you're catching the tram, make sure you have checked tram or train timetables. If you're driving, leave early. The car park is a shit to get into. You know, everyone's got the same idea as you. Don't ever think, oh, I'll just leave, you know, an hour beforehand because, you know, no one will get there, blah, blah, blah. Leave as early as you can. If that means you have to wait there for, you know, an hour or whatever, so be it. It's better to be early than to be late and miss out on the first act that you want to see. So plan, get there early. That's really important. Once you get there, if you're over 18, go and get a wristband. First thing you need to do, wristband. I think also now with the 2-day festival, you will also get a wristband to say that you're attending both days. So please make sure you do that. It is the last hassle you need. So, you know, wristband first, go enjoy your day afterwards. Once you've gotten your wristband, you want to familiarize yourself with the map of the area. Now, you can either print this map out the night before, which is normally what I'll do because, you know, I'm really anal when it comes to preparation. So I need to like know everything and have everything ready. But once you enter the showgrounds or, you know, RNA or wherever, Bonnython, wherever it's being held, normally someone will hand you like a little Soundwave booklet. It'll have the map and the timetable in there and all that kind of cool stuff. So familiarize yourself with the map. Learn where all the stages are, you know, where merch is, where the cloakroom is should you need it, where the toilets are, where all the food and the games and rides and all that kind of stuff is. It will help you to get around, you know, effortlessly. Don't forget to stick with your day plan. I know it can be very overwhelming once you get into a festival, because you're kind of like, oh, I need to go, I need to do this, and I need to see this, and you know, I need to do all these things. But if you stick with your day plan that you came up with, you can't go wrong. You literally cannot go wrong. Make sure that you keep hydrated and that you eat. It is so easy to forget to eat and drink when you're at a festival, because you're so busy watching bands, you're busy running from stage to stage. God forbid you miss the start of an act or the end of an act or whatever. Please make sure you keep hydrated and you keep fully nourished. You need that food. It is going to be used when you're running from stage to stage. Also, if it's warm, if it's sunny, get some sunscreen. There's usually stations where you can get free sunscreen. Make good use of it. No one wants to come home looking like a lobster, and especially if you're doing 2 days, you don't want to go back to Soundwave in burning agony. It's not fun. So be sun smart. I know it sounds lame. I know it's just, you know, don't talk to me about skincare and sunscreen and all that kind of stuff, but it really is important. So don't burn. It's so not worth it, and it's just going to make you feel uncomfortable if you're going the next day. So stay hydrated, nourished, fully nourished, and stay sun smart too. It will improve your day immensely, trust me. Lastly, or second to last, don't be a douche canoe. Like, just don't be a dickhead. I know sometimes you get excitable and shit happens in the mosh pit, which is fine. I mean, look, I'm not going to be the mosh police and tell you not to mosh. You go in and you do your thing. But be respectful of the people around you, because it's not just you that's there to have a good day. It's everyone. And the last thing a person needs is for some dickhead to be a dickhead, you know what I mean? Just be respectful of the people around you. You can still have fun and they can still have fun. Don't be a meathead like those fucking dickheads at Stereosonic that just want to punch on with their guns out and blah 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 blah. Be respectful of the people around you. And lastly, and the most important thing, I know I sounded like I've, you know, been such a school teacher on this and telling you make your lists and plan your things and do everything, but most importantly, have fun. I mean, that's what you're there for. You're there to listen to good tunes, you're there to dance, you're there to mosh. Just make sure you love your day. Enjoy your day. Don't let any other dickwad ruin it. And, you know, life is what you make it. I know it sounds very motivational quote inspired, but it really is. And if you want to have a good day, then you make it that you have a good day. So get out there, enjoy some bands, have a couple of drinks if that's your thing, and just, yeah, rock on. So that's pretty much my summer festival survival guide. I think I've pretty much covered everything. If you have any tips that you wanted to share, leave me a comment. Tell me what your favorite festival to go to is in summer. If you're going to Soundwave 2015, let me know. Tell me who you're looking forward to seeing. Until next time, I'm Nattie Frankenstein, and I will see you later.